This week's GatorUnbox, as you guys know, we got a post office box, and things occasionally show up at the post office box. So I like to wait until I do things in threes, because I feel like things work best in threes. Jokes, celebrity deaths, and unboxings. Those things work best in threes. That was an example of jokes working in threes. Okay, so yes, that was part of the punchline. Anyways, so we've got some stuff to open up that has come to the post office box from you fabulous people. I've got 2 boxes, and then I've got like a bunch of tiny envelopes that came from Wish.com or AliExpress or something. So I figure what we're gonna do is we're gonna open one box, then we're gonna open all the envelopes, and then we're gonna open the other box, and that way we kind of stagger it so that it's like a hamburger, but the hamburger is filled with God knows what from Wish.com. First up, is there another? No. Okay. First up on the thing we have this box that I don't know who it's from. I have it. I still covered up all the address information because that's just how I am. I believe this is from a eBay seller, because if you look on part of what didn't get covered up, it says eBay, and it also says, you know, Pitney Bowes on the printout thing, you know, the mailing label. That's the word I'm looking for. So this, I don't know who this one's from. Somebody bought something on eBay and then just put in Gatorbox's address as the mailing address, and it is incredibly light and makes like no noise when you shake it. So I don't know why something in a box this large is so tiny that I could, you know, lift it with not my dominant arm. But there's only one way to find out. I've got my I do have the safety blade. Don't worry, I got the cover too. See, you just have to be careful with it. If it rolls off the table, it will fall through the planet. I'm trying to. Can I tilt this up like a little bit? So I don't even know. Like, can you guys even see the? Yeah, y'all can kind of see the. There we go. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not inadvertently slicing into something. I'm not giving it the old, as Dank Pods would call it, the old slash and dash. This I can just peel the top off, right? I should put this down before I start trying to peel the top off of things. Yeah, that just came right off. Actually, this whatever tape was the packing tape was fine. This paper tape with the filament in it really has no adhesion whatsoever. Okay. So, we've got big box of paper. Still a big box of paper. Okay, so there's something. So this eBay seller, this eBay seller did the Amazon thing. There is something in the very bottom. It's covered in bubble wrap. So it's okay. Let's set that over there. It's like a movie or something. I'm not sure. It's too big to be a movie. It's like, at first I thought it was a VHS case of something, but it's too big to be that. Buster Keaton, that must have been the only box they had. Yeah, I've done that before, but they really kill you on shipping when you do that. Like, if you have something the size of a VHS case and you put it in a box that you could fit like 2 fucking Nintendos in, they really get you for shipping on that. So let's see. What is? Hang on. No, this is not. This is absolutely not a movie. Hang on, sorry, there's something... I guess one of the pins holding it together was poking out. What in the world? Okay, hang on. Well, you gave me a souvenir of some sort that commemorates the extinction of the dinosaurs. Dinosaur extinction layer, KT boundary soil sample at age 65.5 million years ago. Discovered in Slope County, North Dakota, USA. Hey, that's where the mountain with all the presidents' faces is. I know where that is. So, holy shit. So it actually is, like, it's a, what's that called? Where they drill, like, a core of, rock sediment out. So, have they just been Swiss cheesing rocks out in Slope County? I bet it's probably on indigenous ground. They're just not telling anybody. So, hang on. Let me. There we go. This vial contains 3 layers of soil. The brown is the Paleocene layer, where new life rose after the extinction of the dinosaurs. The black is the KT Cretaceous Tertiary extinction layer, from when the dinosaurs went extinct. This layer contains high levels of micrometeorites and the element iridium, which is extremely rare here on Earth, but is abundant in asteroids. And the gray is the Cretaceous layer from when the dinosaurs were still alive. So you have the good part of history, then you have the dinosaurs equivalent of COVID-19, and then we're in present day. So unfortunately, there's a lot more dirt in present day because present day sucks. But is it, what's on the back? Oh, well, there we go. It's is that a postcard that's stuck on there, or is okay? I don't think that part was supposed to come off. Hang on, let me stick it back on. It has sticky tape on the back. I thought it was a postcard, but I wasn't sure. So on the back, it is some type of souvenir, and it actually kind of says what the front says. This file contains a soil sample from the KT boundary layer, scientifically known as the Cretaceous Tertiary extinction layer. First recognized by scientists in the 1980s, then confirmed worldwide, this layer contained high levels of micrometeorites and the element iridium. In the early 1990s, a 180K? Oh, I guess, okay, sorry. So this is very confusingly worded. A 180 kilometer, 112 mile wide crater was discovered in the Gulf of Mexico and helped to solidify the asteroid extinction theory. 75% of all species on Earth vanished, including the terrestrial and the marine dinosaurs. Pour one out for Nessie. Not that one, but her ancestors. This allowed for the evolutionary growth of smaller classes of species, especially mammals, which, in the wake of the KT extinction, became the dominant life on planet Earth. So, it's a little fucked up that the Gulf of Mexico is basically ground zero for the dinosaurs, and it's like a third of the mile over there from where I'm sitting right now. I've always found that a little bit fucked up. Fandramon, Apocalypse in a bottle. And Fandramon's also right. That's right. That's why you write KM and not just K, y'all. Because looking at this, to me, 112M is that's 112 meters. MI is miles. You know, that's why these abbreviations have 2 letters in them. One of the things I noticed, that was the thing I noticed when I opened it, is that there's these little pins that are holding it together, and one was kind of popping out, so I pushed it in. This box does open, but I feel like I shouldn't open it unless it's to straighten out the little vial. But at the same time, there's not like a hanger on the back, so I'm inclined to believe that because this is pseudo-sealed, I'm not supposed to open it. But I do have to say that this scene right here, this is what it looks like when you don't win Save the Dinosaurs on 3D Dinosaur Adventure. I'm not saying that this is a screenshot stolen from the game. I'm just saying, in my headcanon, this is what it looks like when you fail that game. This is it. This is it. But I'm not sure who had this one sent to the post office box, but this is genuinely kind of cool. I was actually big into geology and chemistry when I was in high school and early college, and I didn't pursue that as a education, but something like this, you know, obviously you guys know I love dinosaurs. Something like this, as morbid as I will say that it is, I do think it's cool that, I mean, you got the 3 layers there. You have the dirt from when, you know, like the end of Jurassic Park, when the banner falls down, when dinosaurs ruled the earth. You have that. And then you have the layer of sediment and dust and ash that was left over from just the entire planet just getting absolutely butt-fucked. And apparently that was enough for it to be like half a centimeter. Like, this is a substantial amount of sediment. And then, of course, everything on top, I mean, is pretty much equally as old as what's on the bottom, granted how close it is in proximity. But then, from that point onward, you have, you know, I said present day, but technically this is, you know, 65.4 million years ago, but this is where we are now. I just find that fascinating that something like this is captured. But then again, when people take soil samples, this is exactly the things they study. I mean, this is how we know from looking at certain rock formations how plate tectonics have shaped our planet and where mountain ranges and underwater volcanoes come from and things like that. Like, we look literally for layers like this, except the core samples are much longer and there's a lot more keyframes in there. So this is I actually like this. So I'm not certain who sent this. Like I said, it came in a box from an eBay seller, so obviously this is from like a museum or somebody who prepares. It doesn't say it's from anywhere, it just says Slope County, North Dakota. I didn't check I already destroyed the address on the box. I couldn't tell you if this came from there. But this is a neat little, like I said, this is a neat little thing. And I actually like that, both as a geology and as a chemistry armchair, you know. That's for both of those. Armchair geologist, armchair chemist, because you get the rocks, you get the element iridium, which is in the center layer. It just ticks all the boxes, and then you got dinosaurs on top as well. So thank you to the anonymous benefactor who sent me a reminder of the mortality of everything that I love. I'm gonna be honest here, dinosaur sample, that's gonna be a hard thing to top for tonight. You know, I feel like the bar's been set pretty high. Alright, up next, I've got all of these from Wish that were sent in, and I have I've marked out just everything on the labels because I do not know what information, if any, on here is personal or private or something that should be obscured, so I just scribbled on the entire thing. But I am assuming that these all came from the same person, because about 3 weeks ago I got a couple of them, and then like 2 weeks ago I got these, and then like about a week and a half ago they started showing up, and I started hanging on to them. So if any more arrive, there's going to be stragglers. They're going to sit on the shelf until the next time we do viewer mail. But you know, 6 is not a nice whole round number, because I feel like 5 would be like 5 would be a more reasonable number. So instead we got 6. The last time somebody did this, we got a bunch of bitcoins in fake cryptocurrencies. So You guys basically sent me like a physical Dogecoin that's, you know, the novelty factor of it. I'm sure you probably spent like 50 cents or $1 on it, so you spent like several thousand times the value of an actual Dogecoin on a physical representation of a stupid fucking cryptocurrency. The same can't be said for Bitcoin, which I believe as of this video is trading at $9,000 a coin. I don't know how that happened, but here we have a bunch of sealed envelopes. There's no coins in these. These are all lapel pins, I believe, because when I was scribbling things out, the customs declaration, one of them actually said pin, or a couple of them said pin. So I know they're lapel pins, and after feeling the packages, I can confirm that. So hopefully it's just not lapel pins of, you know, God knows what, because you can find anything on Wish. So I'm gonna start. We're just gonna grab this one because it's way on the side. See, I can feel the pin right here. So okay, there's and there's nothing else in there. The fuck? Who made? I was gonna say I wasn't sure if y'all could see that because of the glare. Here's the first lapel pin. It's the fucking. It's like a McDonald's chicken nuggets. It's a box of chicken nuggets from McDonald's. They're not tendies. Unfortunately, these are not tendies. They are. It says it right there, nugs. And unless my eyes deceive me, that is Bodega Sans that they've used for the font. So that is the McDonald's font. So that is what this is meant to be. They just don't have the M on it for some reason. But they copied the font. So we're off to a good start with the pins. Wave Cube, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. God, I mean, you guys are right. I really don't know what the hell. Okay, hang on. I'm starting to see a pattern here. It's a hash brown in packaging that resembles McDonald's packaging. I don't like that just the gold part was, they just textured it for the hash brown. They could have done. I mean, they made the nugs orange. Why didn't they do the same thing for the hash brown? Okay, so we've opened a third of the packages, and so far these are it's all McDonald's food. So my guess is that the next one's gonna be like a Happy Meal or a Big Mac or a McFlurry or something else. I'm starting to see a pattern, just like how the previous time after the first couple Bitcoins I was like, oh, okay, I think I see what's going on here. I think that blade's losing its sharpness. Wait, hang on, these are not... Where'd that go? Uh-oh. I lost one. There was two in this. Where did it go? Okay, these are not McDonald's. These are what I can only describe as Nintendo Switchblades, I think is the joke that they are going for here. It's a red and a blue joy, and god damn it, they're actually matching too, because if you look at the L and R buttons, it actually does line up. So And that's even the square button for taking screenshots. And the plus and minus are correct. These bootleggers are really doing a good job making shoddy products. So these are Nintendo Switchblades. I get the joke. I like the joke. I like that. So that's for when Mario Kart 8 gets a little too real. You want to play in 200cc, motherfucker? What now? Who's got the blue shell now? Whoosh! I would, you know, I would demonstrate, but Switchblades, I believe, are illegal to own, so I don't have one of those. Are they? Well, Switchblades, are Switchblades the ones where you click it and the blade pops out, or do Switchblades actually unfold from the side? Because, I mean, I still think Nintendo Switchblade is the joke they're going for here, but I think this is the easiest way to show that it's a folding knife or whatever than making it an actual Switchblade. Okay, so I was wrong. They're not all gonna be McDonald's. So now it's fucking anybody's game. You just sent me a bunch of random shit. Hang on. What the fuck? This is giant. This is a huge. This isn't even a lapel. Yeah, there's two things on the back. This isn't even a lapel pin. This is a motherfucking box of Totino's pizza rolls. This is. Put it in the palm of my hand. Look at how big this is. You can't wear this. Who makes this? Who made? Why? What? The pepperoni flavored, by the way, in case you were wondering. But what? Who makes Totino's? Why? Okay. Why is there a Totino's pizza roll? This isn't a lapel pin. This is just a decorative pin. It's huge. There's two things in the back. Why is it so big? Okay, A, I know who would wear it. That would be the tragically hip, the unironic hipster. Why is it so big? Why? How? It literally, like, it dwarfs the size of everything else we've received so far. That is a big ass pin. My, like, it's got some weight to it too. It's closer to a belt buckle than it is a pin, but it is a pin. Okay, this one feels smaller. It doesn't feel like a Totino's. It's the size of. Actually, it's bigger than the size of a pizza roll. It's like twice the size of a pizza roll. If we're using pizza rolls as a unit of measurement here. That's PR for pizza roll, by the way. One PR. And yeah, there probably is somebody out there who loves pizza rolls enough to wear that on a daily basis. I can't leave the house without my pizza rolls pin, Mom. Okay, well this one doesn't have a one of these to it. It's got the classic clasp and pin thing. And it is this the options thing from Photoshop? This looks really familiar. It's not Paintbrush. It's not Paintbrush from Windows 3.1 because it's also not MS Paint, and it's also not focusing because it's there we go. Because you got like the hand tool and the crop tool and the smudge and the burn and dodge tool. Again, this is a pin. What? I mean, I guess this is something that like a graphic designer would wear as like a, you know. I guess they put it on their pocket. Where would you wear this? Because you can't. It doesn't fit on a lapel. You would have to wear this like on your pocket. Or something, assuming the clothing you were wearing had pockets, because it's vertical. It doesn't go horizontally. What? Is it? I don't think it's Kid Pics. I don't think it's Kid Pics because if we zoom back in on it, down there at the bottom, there is the stamp tool. Well, no, that's the clone stamp tool though. And then there's smudge, and then there's dodge and burn. There's the eraser. There's some kind of gradient. I feel like this is like Photoshop like 1.0. It also, judging by this textured thing at the top, this looks like a Macintosh menu of some sort, like an old Mac OS. I have no idea, but or fan ones, right? Or you could put it on a pin board because people hoard pins these days. But this has that weird clasp on the back. It doesn't have a pin like the thing you take off and put back on. Okay, so this goes in the over here for the Photoshop pins pile. Because of that, it is literally impossible to guess what the last one is actually going to be. Because I've got a McDonald's one, I've got video game ones, I've got image editing, I've got pizza rolls. Did I cut through this weird? Why is this not? Oh, I did. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to guess that. It's actually this one is a circular pin and it's a TV test pattern. Which, this one, honestly, if it's gonna focus, that's the whole point of a TV test pattern. There you go. I actually kind of like this one. Reminds me of the of that suit that I own that I never wear. In fact, I'm gonna put this one on right now. I like this. I do have lanyards I could put these pins on, but I don't really have a reason to actually wear a lanyard anymore. Just because I don't have a job where I would wear a lanyard with like keys on it or like an ID badge. You know what I mean? Here we go. I'm just gonna put that. Just gonna put that just like that. Now I got a nice little TV test pattern lapel pin. You guys know me all so well. You know that okay. I feel like the person who ordered these maybe saw the test pattern one first, and then remembered that I had the suit, and then they were like, oh, well, these pins are probably all dirt cheap because I know that on AliExpress both pins and coins cost nothing. So they probably saw this one first, and then they just started looking at goofy-ass pins. And then somewhere they found the food ones. They found the McDonald's ones, and then the big-ass pizza rolls. This is, you know, whenever you guys do that meme where you put the B emoji in when you say pizza rolls, this is the appropriate time to use it. Then they found these, and they were like, I'm gonna click add to cart. They were like, oh, this is Nintendo Switchblades. Those are hilarious. Add to cart. And then this is like the Photoshop menu bar, and they were like, add to cart. I don't hate any of these. Like, these are just off the wall enough that I actually think they're endearing. I think this one qualifies as a button and not a pin because of the backing on it. But 6 pins and a button packed in 6 packages. I'm happy with that. And I next time I dress up nice and go somewhere, I literally just might wear one of the McDonald's ones or something. Or, if, you know, instead of like proper cufflinks, I'll just wear the Nintendo Switchblades on my suit jacket where the thing should be. I gotta say though, my favorite out of the bunch, I mean, I do like the TV test pattern one. My favorite out of the bunch is the big chonker right here. The pizza rolls. I feel like this is like actual, like, I think Sheep made the joke a second ago. 1-to-1 actual size. So, this is just big. It's just a big pin. Like, this trumps the really big pins they sell at Disneyland for like $24, and it's a big, you know, Chip from Chip and Dale. It's like his face, and it's huge. And I'm sure this pin probably cost like $3, and it is infinitely more collectible and funny than something like that from a Disney park would be. So thank you to the other mystery benefactor who sent me a bunch of very bizarre pins. Clearly they will be put to use, as I'm wearing one right now. So we got that as a Hondo. You want a pizza roll? Send it to my web zone. I get that reference. I get that reference. All right. So we got one more box. We got one more. And I went against the wishes of the person sending it, because I had it on its side, because it actually says only do it up, point it up. So this one comes to us both from Racquerr and Baralheia, all the way out in wherever they live, because I don't want to reveal their information. And this was sent to me, and it's extremely heavy. How much was the weight? Can I see the weight from here? It might not. Did they print the weight? Nope, I've just peeled the entire label off. Now, some of the contents of this box I'm familiar with, because it was gone over with me prior to the stream. So, some of the jokes I've been making recently might make a little more sense. So, inside here, that's okay. That's that's one of the things I was expecting to see in here. We have an MRE, which stands for meal ready to eat. Oh Jesus, this is like a proper one though. Hang on, I gotta like move this box. Well, put it over here. Yeah, I don't think I messed that up. There we go. This is a real MRE. This isn't like the kind, like the Harvey kind that that we got after Harvey that Reflex saved the box of and gave to me. This is like, you know what? I feel like Steve 1989 right here on this channel. Let's get this out onto a plate. Nice. So I'm not gonna open this up and eat this right now, but this will be a future GatorUnbox, and we'll try it. Warfighter, hang on. Let me focus on this is important. Warfighter recommended, Warfighter tested, Warfighter approved. That is the military version of the slogan to the cereal Kix. This is menu 16, a chicken fajita from Sopatco. And this is U.S. government property. Commercial resale is unlawful. It's a good thing they just sent it to me out of the goodness of their hearts. Otherwise, you'd be breaking some kind of law, but who cares? At this point, there's laws being broken every day, and I don't think anyone's going to hunt down someone giving people MREs. So that's like what they actually give soldiers like that are deployed out in the field. So, Racquerr, use it to get those fugitives when we play Fugitive Hunter tonight. I'll keep that in my back pocket. And you know, if I get hurt, I'll crouch down, I'll bust out the flameless ration heater, I'll lean it up against the rock or something. That's a very specific reference that only certain enthusiasts are gonna get. And I'm gonna cook it, and I'm gonna eat my energy bar, and I'm gonna use my drink bag to mix up my lemon sports drink powder, and we're gonna get at it. So, and then in here, it's okay. So the next item in the box is kind of like the Coolbaby 2. Except this time it's got 821 8-bit games. Yet it looks like a 16-bit system. These people are stupid. Unfortunately, whenever I was cutting the address label off so that I wouldn't reveal, you know, Racquerr's address. Unfortunately, I gave this box what Dank Pods would call the old slash and dash, made popular by the eBay Global Shipping Department.
the X-Acto blade accidentally hit the front of the thing, and now it literally ruined the collector's value of my Super Mini SN02 and home entertainment system. Home entertainment system is not the correct phrasing. That's what you'd call like a stereo or something. I don't know. But spinning around back here, classic games collection contains Super Mario Contra, Riki Kunio series, TMNT series, etc. Games list. You don't have to game card download. That took me about 5 takes to say, because that is so grammatically incorrect that I just couldn't do it. But the balls on these guys are just putting Super Mario right there on the cover. Here, check this out. This is how you know it's good.
HD out, probably 720, something like that. It runs on whatever volt. It doesn't matter the voltage. It runs on it. Uses the fucking Atari joystick plug that's been deprecated for, I don't know, two decades. And over here, it runs on an 821 processor. So we got. Let's open this bad boy up. Let's open this bad boy up. Hang on. Ness, can you hold this? I don't have anywhere else to set it. That is a Super Famicom Baralheia. Only the best for you, Draco. Thank you. I think I appreciate it. I'm just fucking with you. I do. This because this is Racquerr ran this one by me earlier because it mentioned 821 games on it, whereas the Coolbaby just said 600. So there's probably going to be a lot of crossover between the games that are on these, but there's 221 games completely unaccounted for. And yeah, that looks like a Coolbaby. And then on the back, you got your power, you got your HDMI out. Feels like it doesn't weigh anything. Feels like if I threw it, it would just never, ever, ever touch the ground ever. The user manual. That's a bit familiar. Attention for using. Never allow children play it alone, for it comes to the power using. Please turn off the machine and operate it after cooling it when there is something wrong with the machine running, like system halted. Never put the machine stay at some places extremely cold and hot. Never disassemble or repair the machine by yourself. It may be unavailable for some TV with 4K resolution ratio. That's probably because it barely works at 720. So, you know, there's that. Woo! Please don't tell me this is front and back. Oh, god damn it. Is one of them in Chinese and the other one's not? No, they're different. Fuck! This is... I'm angry because here's the list of games. You guys want to take a gander at that? Take a screenshot, zoom all the way in, see if you can read that. The reason I asked if it was you know, on Chinese on the other side is because this is exactly the type of shit that I would ironically just put in a frame and hang up because it's funny to me. So let's just see. Can we even get a sample? Can we even? Yeah, there we go. UFO race. See, Excite Mario Brothers. I've seen that before. It looks like down here they've parted out some of the they've parted out some of track and field. Oh yeah, look at this game down here, Breaststroke. I'm gonna have to mark that one. That's M-rated. Was one of them called? Where was it? Hang on, Benjamin. Is this a typographical error? Are they trying to say MC Kids with this one? Hang on. No, this is... You better focus. You better. You did it a second ago, you piece of shit camera. Look at... Dick kids. Dick kids. Yeah, we can't play that one. That's not one that we can play. I hope to God... now, see, that's the thing. I don't know how you get the word dick out of M.C. I don't know how that happens. But I hope to God it's not like a ROM hack of MC Kids where they got their wieners hanging out, because we already played the Mario game that does that. And I don't want to see that one with children. Especially not in Super McDonald Land. Okay, so, Buster Keaton rules. Come on, that's just short for Richard Kids. So, the controller, actually... L and R aren't supposed to... These aren't even going to do anything, because these are NES games. You have A and B, Turbo A, Turbo B, Turbo A, Turbo B again. But this one's got a select button, which is good, because that means a lot of these games that need it, we can use it. So, it feels fine. It's not like... I can imagine if you played with this for a long time, this D-pad would actually probably kind of cut into your thumb a bit, and it wouldn't be comfortable, but this is fine. You know, people always complain about the controllers on these things, and they're like, these controllers are the worst part of this bootleg system, and I'm like, you're gonna harp on that? You're not gonna harp on the fact that the refresh rate is absolute garbage, and that sometimes the games just don't work, period? Okay, well, I tried to put that back in the bag, and that didn't quite work, but we got that there. So yeah, that's the Super Mini SN02 home entertainment system, coming soon to a GatorBox stream near you. We will see what games on here are different from the Coolbaby, and we'll probably focus on those. And of course, if there's games that are on both this and the Coolbaby, and we haven't played them yet on the Coolbaby, then we'll just play them on this. You know, it's all gonna boil down to being the same or similar thing. So we got that. Underneath it is just the power cables and stuff like that. I'm just trying to make sure none of this falls out as I slide it back into its box of death. Yeah, it's close enough. There we So here's the thing that Racquerr and Baralheia really asked me about when they were gonna send this and take the packaging out around it. I don't know if you can guess from what I'm holding right here, but the reason why I've been making jokes about Old Reliable getting replaced is because I believe inside of this is a decommissioned but reworked actual proper HP laptop. So now we don't have to worry about Old Reliable eventually giving up the ghost. And you know, like, I keep talking about this laptop. I've had it for 11 years. The Z key doesn't work. The touchpad went out. The speakers went out. The Wi-Fi tends to not work a whole lot. So this gives me something to mess with this weekend to get it all set up and going. But this is going to be the last stream with Old Reliable here. But as for what's going to happen to Old Reliable, I'm not going to trash it. I will find some way to reappropriate the old laptop into something that's still used for the show. Whether I use it as a timer or something,
I'm not going to blow up or destroy this computer. I got some good memories with it, I got some bad memories with it, but when it comes to GatorBox, it has served me well. It has been the host of many stickers over its lifetime, and now we have the fancy. Oh, but see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Old Reliable's so big, it has a numerical keypad over here because the screen is big. But yeah, I don't know if it's plugged in or charged or anything like that. But we got a thumbprint reader down here. I'll tell you, so whoop, look at that. I feel like I work for the FBI whenever I get this turned on. So this takes up less space on the table, so I won't bump it as many times. New Reliable. That's a good nickname for it. It's Racquerr says it's a 286. We can't afford a 586. That's all right. As long as it runs DOS, we should be good. Yeah, and some of I was warned some of the keys were kind of worn off, but I don't. It doesn't matter to me. I can touch type. This is perfect. The screen resolution is slightly smaller, but I feel like the lack of clutter on this side of the table will mean that it won't be that much of a bother to me actually. And the fact that I can run this at a much higher resolution than this thing, which caps out at like 1337 or whatever, means that I can still fit way more on this than the old ones. So, Racquerr and Baralheia, thank you for the new Reliable. It will go into use literally the next time we start streaming. I gotta open it up and install my programs and get all my things configured and, like that. Oh, well, actually, Racquerr says it should fire up, so let me... Unless you've made the desktop something offensive. Oh, look at that! HP, nope, hang on. There we go. Please don't tell me you've just set like the desktop to be Goatsy or something. That way we just shut the whole thing down here.
Well, would you look at that? I see Cortana down there, though. I gotta hang on. Okay, I thought the battery just died. Okay, first though, I don't want Cortana down there. So okay, we're good. Now we're good. Now basically we're good to go. I can just chuck this out the window and then we can start using this now. Thank you both for the laptop. I really appreciate it. I mean that. I mean, I know, like I said, it's a used laptop. It's a refurbished model, but it was refurbed by a couple of guys I trust. A couple good longtime friends of the GatorBox community. So this is really going to help things out because you guys know this old thing is like I said, 11 years old. It ran on Windows 7 when that was like new. And they end of lifed Windows 7. I had to update this to Windows 10, and I was terrified that it just was gonna die because it couldn't handle it because it's 11 years old. But no, it runs Windows 10. Not good, but it does. And so this, I'm sure, with the more RAM, with the better processor, it won't like take a minute to open a new tab when I click something in chat. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to using this, and it takes up less table space. So, like, actually I can fit it inside Old Reliable, which means I won't be bumping into it when I move around, which means it doesn't run the risk of me accidentally breaking the hard drive from shocking it or whatever. So, thank y'all for the laptop, and thank you for the thank you for the Coolbaby 2. Thank you for the MRE. Thank you for lunch. So I got this. My weekend is planned. I don't know about you guys, but I'm good. I got food. I got video games. I got something I can use to look at porn with. I mean, you guys, whatever. Y'all don't need me. Y'all don't need me. All right. So, I feel like out of, you know, all of the viewer mails we've done, this was, I think this was a pretty good one. You know, it's kind of up there with the time that Tabitha Bunny sent me just a bunch of games. And I gotta say, the pins were strange. I thought I had the mindset of the person figured out when we started opening up McDonald's pins, and eventually it turned into a giant Totino's pizza roll pin, which I was not expecting. The little dinosaur placard is very interesting to me, again, from both an armchair paleontologist, geologist, and chemist standpoint. And then the MRE, which I believe Racquerr mentioned that they were going to send quite some time ago, was in that box. We got the Coolbaby 2.0, and then we got New Reliable, which I think is a good nickname for that computer. So, New Reliable will be making its Gatorbox debut very soon. This will be the last time that we use Old Reliable. And I can get a comparison, like if I... Oh shit. Hang on. We're about to go to Be Right Back, so let me just... Let me put this away so I don't cut myself. So if I put this up... There we go. That over there, this is not a weird BDSM sex thing. That's my Ring Fit Adventure without the Joy-Cons in it, okay? So I'm not into weird harness shit. So here's New Reliable, here's Old Reliable, and it literally just fits like, can I set it like right? It's muy pequeño. It fits smaller in right there. And if I open the lid back up, I mean, it fits in just like perfect. It's about a couple inches smaller total. It's about an inch smaller on like all sides, just, you know, as like a general thing. As like an estimate, so we'll put that back down there. But laptopception, door reveal. Yeah, who knows where that door goes? Probably goes outside because there's an AC right next to it. But anyways, that's gonna do it for GatorUnbox tonight. Thank you guys so much for the viewer mail. I am very thankful that, for the most part, over the past 12.5 times that we've had viewer mail specials, a lot of y'all have sent me things that are very, very kind-hearted or well-intentioned, even if some of them are things I really probably shouldn't show on stream for whatever reason. But you guys are the best. Thank you. I didn't think when I started this stream that I would eventually be able to replace my laptop just because I told enough funny jokes. But hey, that's, you know, life is strange like that. So, WaveCube says, I just got the Master Chief collection on PC the other day. How old are you? 7? If you just buy, you're not old enough to be watching the stream if you're buying Master Chief. Master Chief or Master Chef, like the show.
Hey, thanks for checking out GatorBox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on GatorBox.